maybe some type of a Nightmare build, I would say, in this one. Bramble Maze. I think it's going to be fine.
But under the tower, yeah. Nothing doing. Level 1 Bramble Maze for 9. And I'm kind of really interested in this Slark. Seeing what he's going to do in this game as a position 4. Is this going to be like a 4-core kind of thing eventually?
The battle begins.
I'm ready for it. And Dark Willow over mid is always something, you know, when it's different, it's exciting.
Oh, they steal it. Foxy manages to get it. Gonna be 3 runes for Liquid. Starting at 3 in this bottom lane. Maybe thinking of getting a kill. Slark does have Blood Grenade. There's one available on Snaking as well. Saxa still didn't learn anything. You want to start with Essence Shift. If you get like a pound, you can't really trade in the lane.
Right.
But if he sees an opportunity for it, he might go for it.
So I have to see how far forward they end up coming into this lane, and it's 3v3. It's still kind of tough to secure that kill, right? Especially when you're time walking out like that, and now you're very far from it.
So it seems like this might be it. We might be stuck in 3 versus 3 heroes.
Try.
No time walk available on Skiter, already down to half HP.
Hey.
Bloodright, Bash, Glimpse, very powerful. They can set things up for a Bloodright on a hero. But Saxa, he's deeping top, does have that Essence Shift available.
Wing break action, some right click. Zai getting into a lot of trouble, doesn't have a lot of mana left to work with. It has 3 charges on that wand, which is pretty much just the typical build we see for these Medusas. To start wand, branch, branch, branch. And any way to stay alive or have a little bit of a pop-up in some mana.
Courier here
has been killed.
Courier dies, but not before it delivers a Sage's Mask and an Enchanted Mango. And we don't give mangoes the credit. We usually just say he picked up some mango. You're enchanted. So we need to start.
When you said it, I knew exactly where it's gonna go.
We're doing really well these days. Time walk, sticky bomb. There's the glimpse.
Radiant's
Okay,
bottom
though,
tower
hit with a
is
blood
under
grenade.
attack.
These right clicks from techies, not something that you would expect me to say back in the day, but doing a good amount of damage and harassment onto these Liquid heroes.
Still level 1 on Snaking. If he's level 2, that's definitely a kill. When you play against Bloodseeker, you need to heavily harass him, keep him low. You can't just afford him to get these 3 last hits. Got to contest every single one of them. 9, looking at the mid lane, doing really well. This is something that we talked in an interview after they won the game the other day. Who did they play against? Against Quest. He played it 2 times in a row. And he went for same item build. Brought up Atos, because Dark Willow is universal hero nowadays, so having an extra bit of a lockdown for some of these slippery heroes like Queen of Pain, Bloodseeker, sometimes hard to lock down. Even Spirit Breaker charging in, you can easily stop the charge.
So we'll see if that Spirit Breaker can really get away with you know, some of the crazy things we've seen SBs do in some of these games, but that's usually from a 3 position. We see Spirit Breakers kind of in opening opportunities, and a couple of Essence Shift right clicks onto Zai, but not doing a lot there as he's still working with 4 wand charges. Bottom lane, we're seeing Mickey at about half health pretty constant.
You should have 2 right bands available. You have this region coming from your tower, Inspiration Aura from Flag Bearer creep, so he's gonna go back to almost full HP in no time.
A gift from the Tempest of Battle.
You should push away for just a moment. 9 trying to get into that level 5, and we'll see if any supports end up rolling around. Good, right? Time dilation. Gonna stick in the silence. Now good with the blast off, and they've got a bash, and they'll just again getting away. Does end up being close. They've got the glimpse on a Snaking, but Mickey, I don't know if he really wants to turn around with Skiter right in his face. Charge made onto 9. Immediately into the Shadow Realm.
Heroes to get Queen of Pain, level 4, same goes for Dark Willow, but the battle is in this bottom lane. They're very low. Skiter does have Time Walk available, but as soon as you use it, they're gonna start to put even more pressure on you. Their Glimpse, 10 mana.
Snaking. Ooh. Also got this Firefly off in the top lane. Nothing doing yet in terms of first blood, but a 1,000 net worth lead to the side of Liquid.
Okay, he's having a really good time in this bottom lane. Now back to full HP, while Tundra needs to bring some extra regen. I can see couriers flying in with the healing salve. Not flying in, they're slowly walking. Tangos and the healing salve or snaking.
Glimpse, gotta make sure you don't lose those couriers, but the glimpse back right towards the Bloodseeker. That's first blood.
Nicely done by Skiter.
Skiter, though,
Dodges
still under the
that
tower and in
charge.
trouble.
Still gonna die here.
And there is gonna be another kill potentially. Ooh, Roche can't go that way. Skiter will still end up dead. Mika gets the kill. It's a double kill for him because they have some help coming in from Boxy. As now he's gonna be charging. It's the Slark. It's 33. Mystic Snake needs a bash, hoping to get one, and won't find one.
Spirit Breaker, one of the finest creations we had again in a long time. Feels like the hero is super strong right now, especially with the addition of twin gates. Like you can TP rotate, you can go through the gates, you can charge people across the map, so you can be heavily involved at these early stages of the game.
A Skiter. Gets him all the way back to the base, but knew enough time. Career low, trying to get over to 9. He's got himself those first couple of rounds.
To that Radamachos, like you were talking about.
I'll take that.
Charge. Going towards top, going towards 33. They're right on top of him with the Firefly. They're burning Zai's mana. They're burning his life. They just don't have enough yet. Now, 33, he's in the trees, but the charge is coming, and it hits both heroes. So 33 now needs to get out of here. As the bash is under Insania. All right. Skiter gets the bashes, gets the kill. They'll look for 33 still. As Sox is now on to Zai. Zai with no mana. Foxy takes out this Pathfinder, but at the end of the day, they will lose this Medusa. Charge. Soxa dead.
Oof, Spirit Breaker getting a lot. Like, it's always fun to watch Medusa dying because she's like, yeah, she's super tanky, still tanky, very tanky. Then she's like, oh, dead. Suddenly, as soon as your mana is gone, snaking will steal XP rune. There's Boxy trying to do the same thing. It seems like they're gonna be able to stop it. 33 too quick.
That's a Tundra getting back into this game.
Boxy, he's out of mana.
Doesn't have enough for a charge, so they're just gonna come over and bounce leash and kill off the Spirit Breaker. So, 2 permanent stacks in that Essence shift already for Soxa.
They're all about those stacks. The build he went for when he played against PSG LGD was double Wraith Band, Power Treads, Heaven's Halberd. That was pretty much it. I believe he also might have had Shard from Tormentor.
Ooh, Rambo Maze. Bounce. The leash. Oh, the Sonic Wave Soxa. Whoa, getting blown up. Glimpse back 9. Now with the Bedlam. Well, not going to be enough. Bringing everybody.
Still charging in. It's going to be on the creep, but they might catch Snaking here as well.
Yeah,
No DP
Rupture,
available.
Sticky Bomb, nowhere to go. Can he get a neutral to kill him? No. Now they've got the lasso mid to finally kill Nisha, but that cost them a lot.
It really did. No mana on 9 to be able to get either of these ultis going. You want to go for Bedlam to have that little bit of extra damage. Even if you had enough for Terrorize, I think it would still be enough. Sure, Bedlam costs less mana, but definitely a kill that they would love to get before getting killed. Now things are looking really good for Liquid. Boxy, he's all over the place, heavily involved in already 5 kills. Didn't even pick up XP rune, but it's still level 5. Look at Skiter. He's
he's gonna die to Snaking, but Skitter's gonna do the same and drop to Nisha.
I would say this is carry for carry trade in terms of names, but looking who's playing which heroes and what items they're going for means that well, Medusa's going for Blade Mail. Okay, I like this a lot on Zai. There's gonna be a lot of uncontrollable damage you're playing against Slark, especially Dark Willow. This is gonna be the hero that you're gonna be afraid of. Magical damage. Pretty much the damage inside Chrono, something that Daniel did talk about, isn't really there. So if you get the blade mail off like during Chrono, you're not gonna be even focused.
Radiant's courier
33,
has been killed.
losing his courier. Getting onto that Roche Memorial Cliff and back on down. Charge is coming, but Zai now right behind him. There's the time dilation. Charge making its way all the way through towards the tier 1. And a flame break to stop it. They've got the glimpse. It's onto the Faceless Void. They go to the Sonic Wave. And well, 33, he's still alive. He's running away from this. And
He's just gonna chase him down.
He
He's
wants
going
to
for it.
dive, but by the tier 3, he turned like he wanted to get the blink into the lasso, but the corner committed. Nisha, he is gonna dive to Saksa.
Diving tier 3 towers, 10 minutes into the
Radiant's
game.
top tower is
Senya,
under attack.
sticky bomb blast off. The damage with the Bramble Maze. Now the charge getting stopped thanks to the Bramble Maze. Another sticky bomb. Zai's here though, so they'll have some help. Boxy will get the kill on a Snake King, and just 10 minutes into the game, we've got 17 kills.
Yeah, it's a wild one. You would not expect. Oh,
Lasso.
Tumbler's toy into lasso.
Okay, on the run. Flame break push him back, and that's going to be another kill.
Mecade this time around, it feels like the same almost type of a game when Zai played off-lane Bloodseeker. He was like, they did win that game at the start
Radiant's
of the DPC
middle
tour,
tower is under
but
attack.
he did not have a good time. Like, he went, I think, for Recovery Midas. We were casting that game together, if I remember correctly, and then went for, like, Pipe, Solar Crest. Was just pretty much an aura bot for his own team. Mecade's doing the same thing, going into Pipe, but still having decent amount of damage,
Radiant's
like decent amount of
middle
stats.
tower
So
is
Magic
under
Wand,
attack.
Great Band, Phase Boost, you can still pack a punch.
Trying to pack a punch. Still trying to go for this Ranomatos. 4-9. He's almost got it, though. 1,700 gold. Charge him through on a Saksa, by the way. Over mid. He's having that level 6. So he'll go to the Shadow Dance. Little cha-cha slide. With that glimpse back towards Nisha. 2 steps to the left, 2 steps to the right.
won't lie.
Dancing his
That
way to
was
a death to
unexpected.
Nisha.
Value of Glimpse in this game is insane against Slark, against Faceless Void, like Dark Willow, pre-Shadow Realm, get her back maybe into Static Storm. They have great vision. You have Spirit Breaker charging in, you have Bloodseeker seeing them on low HP, Fiend of Pain providing vision in this front line. Alright,
Down to 9.
Nisha picked up a
Maze
Shield
is
Rune.
down Bedlam, yeah, so Shield Rune's gonna soak up a lot of that. And they have Glimpse again. So coming in, blink into the middle of the Bramble Maze, looking for the Terrorize. That'll put him into the Brambles. Now they've got the Flame Break, pushing him into another. And Nisha still, though, with a lot of health, thanks to that Shield. Saksa on the run, Sticky Bomb. There's the charge on the Saksa. They're going to chase. They've got Glimpse in 2 seconds if they need it. But everybody is here for Liquid as they fluidly move towards bottom and get this kill on Saksa.
Yeah, very moist moves here coming up from Liquid
Dire's
in this
top
third
tower
game.
is under attack.
Being able to
Radiant's
get those
bottom
kills,
tower
provide
is under
vision.
attack.
I think
Radiant
Sania
structures
used
are
3
fortified.
glimpses in that fight. This is level 3 glimpse. Still level 5. He's gonna get level 6 on a mid lane because they stole their XP runes again.
Kinda always steal those XP runes. Oh. They're trying to farm with the proximity mines, but Zai just right-clicking it immediately, not allowing his own creeps to die. Level 10 there for Nisha, as you could see.
Dire's top tower is under
List of
attack.
Levels. Team top of the net worth for Tundra is 33, and you could see that the Void is struggling. Skitter doesn't have a lot of gold.
Recovery Pitus needs to go for it in this type of a game. You need to be able to catch up. Right now, he's the lowest net worth core at the moment. And Spirit Breaker is getting close to him. With this Hand of Midas, your farm, like 10-15 minutes going into the game, you're gonna be there.
Minutes. Senior. Pick up his 33. Will pick up the other one. That's experience. This is now Sox are getting chased again. They've just got this glimpse kinetic field dancing and TPing away. Not getting a lot of value out of this Slark at the moment.
Foxy was thinking about maybe charging in a creep with some cooldown. They're still gonna smoke. There is Static Storm available. Disruptor doesn't have much mana to work with. There's Clarity running, a couple of wand charges, but yeah, should be enough for a combo. 33 continues to farm up these Ancients. He's been in triangle for a long time. Let's have Octary in core now.
It's Lasso right now, it says. It's got a 75-second cooldown, but there's the charge, the Nether Strike, the kill on the Snake King. Getting that kill once again, and Liquid finding whatever they can as the kills have kind of slowed down, but that is because there's a lot of farm priority coming in for Tundra. Tumbler's Toil, Lasso, Time Dilation, Zai popping that Blade Mail.
Radiant's top tower is
Bring up that Mystic Snake. They've got the charge coming through in a 33, but no more mana left on Zai. And once you've got no mana, a couple right clicks will do the job. Charge?
No.
Committed?
No one's there to help him out.
Dyer's
They do have
turret
multiple
has been
abilities to stop the charge going off. Batrider with Flame Break, you could see 33 running closer to the south so that he has vision of Spirit Breaker potentially getting on top of him and canceling that charge. Bramble Maze, of course, very difficult for him to get through it. This is why Box is going straight into BKB.
Straight BKB. Always good for you and me, and sneaking. He's gonna be caught again, looks like. Blood Right, Kinetic Field, nowhere to go. He ends up dead. Meanwhile, over mid, Nisha with the super, with the Sonic Wave, and well, Saksa at 9 trying to get out as 9 will TP, but Saksa won't be so fortunate.
For a second, I thought there was gonna be a Phoenix in the game the way you started it. I thought it was gonna be Supernova, but yeah, Sonic Wave. Gets a two of them. Super boom. Yeah, they get 2 kills from it. They should this time around having a much better game on QOP. Like, Queen of Pain is a very difficult hero to play. I would say, like, the most difficult aspect is being able to know when to jump in. Skiter this time can't time walk it off.
There is the strike and some control. Static Storm, but Insania getting chased by 33. They've got Saksa off to the side. They'll get the kill on Insania. They'll look over for Boxy. He's trying to go right. He's trying to go left, making sure that he doesn't get pounced on again. But that's on cooldown for another 10 seconds. Time dilation, the charge attempt. There's the flame break. That means he's staying right there and allowing this Faceless Void to get the kill.
A little bit of anti-synergy there. Third Breaker uses ulti, pushes him into Static Storm, then gets immediate bash afterwards, pushes him out. They understand that they don't have enough damage to take down Skiter, who is relatively tanky with just Power Treads wand. And now picks up a tier 2 token for himself, gets the Van Brace going.
We're talking about the recovery Pitus on Faceless Void. That's the same thing 9 did. He had enough gold to finish off the Rod of Atos previously, but then went to the Midas, now back to the Rod of Atos.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think that's the correct choice. And now Initiation with that Rod of Atos.
And they've rooted him. Can they kill him? Bedlam, Lasso. That'll help with the control to get the kill on the Mid-King. Foxy just not getting there in time. And you can see 9 building the Ags. That'll be when it really starts to pop off with the upgrade to the Shadow.
Oh, take that. That's a huge one. So you can actually stand there, deal damage without being exposed. Also, Spirit Breaker can charge you. Skiter maybe trying to set something up here on Zai.
Charge coming in, Sonic Wave, Time Walk.
Dyer's middle tower.
There's the Bramble Maze, there's the Rod of Atos, Oxy charging all the way across, has some help from Nisha, goes to the Nether Strike, but they've got the blast up, they get to Skiter, he's unable to survive the Bedlam. It's on a Foxy, the Static Storm is placed down, they've got the glimpse, he puts him on the other side of the Static Storm, so it's not going to connect on him completely. But Zai, Nisha puts some right-click damage in onto 9, and they'll take him out of the number count. So, looking for more, Saksa into the Shadow Dance, he's running from 5 heroes on the side of Liquid, but they're right there with him. Kinetic Field will stop him up, and they'll get enough as Liquid. That fight is it's a little bit disjointed from Tundra.
Seems like they wanted a little bit too much in that fight, going on to Medusa with Blade Mail with that Manta style. She's super tanky, And even without killing Faceless Void straight away, charge still made through, didn't connect on any of the brambles. There was no flame break this time. So they managed to get the kill. No chrono. I feel like Tundra might want to go for something now, knowing that there is no Sonic Wave, Stone Gaze will be able. I mean, you put it in my head. You know, with the Supernova.
I almost said Supernova. They get glimpse back and will eventually die to the Shadow Strike. Sonic Strike?
Dire are scanning.
There's a lot of good combos. See the wraparound?
Radiant's
Liquid
bottom tower
popped
is
that
under
scan
attack.
and did connect, so they know something is up.
Zing is here. It gets a little bit to go because they've got that glimpse. His eyes still running forward, looking for the terrorize. Fear in his eyes. Sending them backwards. But RG onto 9. Goes into the Shadow Realm. There's the Sonic Wave. Static Storm committed. They get the kill there onto 1. 9's out. Sticky bomb thrown
Radiant's middle
over.
tower
And
has
that's
fallen.
all they're going to get for now. Zenith sits low. The flame break lands. That can burn him away. 33 though. Now they might just give up that spree immediately.
Done by
Goes to the last though. They're burrowing him in. They've got the
Radiant's
chrono. He
middle
survives to the
tower
high
is
ground. They
under
go to Maxi. Going over at Mickey. The turn is insane here for Tundra. They've got themselves a third. They'll look over at Nisha. The Bastards are coming in quick for Skitter. And they'll take out this Queen of Pain. 9 now trying to 1v1 fight. No 2v1. No 3v1. No 4v1. Tundra showing up with numbers. They don't want to let Zai get away, but he'll TP before his HP is depleted.
That was such a cool play there from Saksa. Getting pounce on charging Spirit Breakers, stopping it from connecting onto Batrider. That was massive. This is what wins them the team fight. So 33 manages to escape, gets back into the game, gets back into the fight, and almost a full team wipe. This time they didn't have enough to stop him from TPing out, and we'll see that again. This is also a fight without 9. Like, 9 is pretty much their damage. He's also their control. Liquid understands that, and they go for 9 straight away. Multiple ultis used on top of him to be able to get the kill. And you'll see it. Saksa, he's on a different
Dire's
level.
middle
Like, I think
tower is under attack.
maybe I'm a little bit biased because I'm a position 4 player myself. But
Right.
these position 4 players, the impact they do have on the game is pretty insane.
Rono!
Because he got the dark back off as well, went through the charge, I didn't see it at the first time, dispelled that bash, and managed to get the connection.
Great turnaround there for Tundra. A really big one.
Worthy
It
tribute.
evens up the game. You were seeing Liquid kind of pulling away with this one, it felt like, and a fight like that definitely brings it back to earth. You were saying, you know, you're rooting for Sox. I feel like a lot of support players are always rooting for support because support.
I am rooting for Sox. I'm just...
No. So I don't mean it like a bias thing, like a you're always rooting for supports kind of thing. Like it's always where the eye focuses. I feel like if you're a support player,
Pretty much. You're always trying to learn, trying to improve, and these are the type of players that you can learn the most from. Multiple Lincoln Spheres being built on Tundra. 1 on 9. I see 1 almost being finished on 33, and Skiter also going for 1. They don't want to get charged. They don't want to get ruptured, glimpsed.
So 9's going away from this axe though. That it feels like it takes away a lot of the potential damage that you were gonna have as time went on, and now we lose the axe. Yeah.
Maybe he thinks because we gotta talk about the items. Dota2, very co-op game, very team play wise oriented, and these esports gamers, they do know how to utilize items correctly. So having 2 of those, like he might still go for Lincoln's as his 3rd item, but feels like maybe one of those could be thrown on top of him so that he doesn't die. It still change his mind and make you look stupid, but we'll have to see.
You are a professional e-commentator,
Yeah, I am indeed.
so I don't think they'll make you look stupid. Lincoln's. It almost is. They just timing works out. I'm ready to see who's going to end up wanting to go for Roche first, because that's been a big point of contention throughout the entirety of this series.
Ooh, smoke, they know someone is here.
Smoke immediately broken. I think the smoke before that got broken is they get the throw to snaking, but the trade for boxing. They were thinking about the rupture, but caught in the brambles. Now the kinetic field to get him some space. They got a double damage, time walk, time dilation. Does land, but still really want to go in.
Snaking.
Blink back, I think that's the answer.
Immediately pings out where the ward is. In this type of situation, snaking would buy back. I would say almost immediately, but doesn't have the scroll available, so can't TP to an outpost, can't TP to tier 2 tower. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Bonking.
Players are having too much fun with Roshan.
Roshan having
Question.
always a question. So, let's see, because they're setting up towards top. Maybe they want to fight. Maybe they're expecting Tundra to make a move over. And we take a look at the Dota plus win probability. Ooh, another point there for Tundra.
Tundra doing better.
The board. Yeah. 52 to 48% in favor of Team Liquid, and now they're in a Roche.
I like when Dota Plus is lazy. They see this guy that controls it, that collects all the stuff. He's like, less than 1k gold lead. I'll put 50%.
No insight. They're not going for this Roche. Completely just set on farming up. Would have been surprising.
Fighting into Stone Gaze inside Sonic Wave. They have like multiple abilities that they can like amplify damage from Rupture with Spirit Breaker, Bash, Nether Strike, Sonic Wave.
Dire's middle
Also,
tower.
fighting into static. Like there's just too strong of a fight in these small places from Liquid. So I can understand why Tundra didn't want to take a fight there. Saksa, he's getting charged. Shard is available on him. He picked it up himself while snaking. He got one from Tormentor.
Yeah, the charge ends up getting stopped. I like this Shard. Are you a fan of the Death Shroud?
Is under attack.
Yeah, it's a really good Shroud.
That Ags being
Depth Shard.
delivered.
It's a type of a save that can make the whole fight different. Saving someone from Rupture damage so they can stand in place for longer duration against Stone Gaze could work out amazingly. Some big items. Tier 3 Enchanted Quiver found by Dark Willow. It's a banger of an item because it does provide a true strike against Butterfly from Medusa.
Nether Strike. They're in on a sock, so there's the glimpse into the Shadow Dance. They don't have the control to get that catch, though. So he's able to survive, and while all this is going on, Skitter's still farming away from the fights. And you can see it's a 3k lead now for Tundra, despite the fact that they didn't get that Aegis. They spent all the time farming, and that's what's been expanding their lead.
Tundra's really good at dodging these fights, understanding where they can take it. Look where Skiter is. Like he's out of the map. He doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist at all.
He's AFK. I mean, literally, he's just standing there waiting for his free camp to respawn to use his Midas, and he does it.
Very interactive gameplay right there. Oh, gosh. Standing in the mighty mines. I need some more lore about the mighty mines, I think, in my life.
The first one that comes to my mind is probably Sniper. He's the dwarf, right?
This is your Lord of the Rings.
That's it, yeah. I don't know much about lore and Dota.
You just know dwarves' mines. That's how sci-fi works. Or fantasy, like...
Throw in a rain, couple of eagles, a wizard.
A Barlog. Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, 2 minutes left with this Aegis for Liquid.
Radiant's
Charge on
middle
the
tower
Snake King
is
all the way on the
under
high
attack.
ground. They've got the kinetic field. The Blood Right is down. And they go to the Nether Strike. They should have this kill, but he opens himself up into the air. They've got themselves a lasso. Snake King still alive. The Sonic Wave finally hits to get the kill to box. Static Storm committed, and the Sonic Wave was Stone Gaze. So a lot from Liquid and the Rupture. Everything was used for a kill onto
Position 5, yeah, Snaking's like, okay, I'll take that fight. If they manage to get another initiation going, he does have buyback available. Buys a little bit more time with this Yule Scepter, which is gonna be great. Dispelling some of these things like Solar Crest, of course, Bulldoze, charge from Third Breaker as well. Buys a little bit more time. And holding on to Dandelion Amulet. I like that item a lot. It gives you a little bit more tankiness, mana, movement speed. Exactly what the heroes need. Lasso again.
Insania. Or do I silence him? This is a bit far, but they do have Terrorize. Now 9 looking for the positioning, so he can use that axe and start throwing some Shadow Realm strikes onto these heroes, and that's exactly what he's going to do on Anisha. They go to the Cursed Round. Time walk over. Mickey is going to die here to 9, and now they'll take the Aegis out of the hands of the Queen of Fate. They don't have Bloodseeker. 9 doesn't have a lot of mana to work with, but he'll go to the Bedwell. Now they get the Proto. It's going to be right on top of the Queen of Fate. The Blast Off going to follow it up as well as the Sticky Bomb, but BKB as well as the Blink away. Nisha escaping for now. Rambo putting down as well as the Cursed Crown. It's going to be on the Zai. They've got the Glimpse. It's on a Skitter, so got the lasso escaping, but now they've got the lasso on once again. The pop blankets, but it's not going to matter. They've still got the Shadow Realm strikes. They've got the disarm on the Medusa. Static Storm not even going to save him, and they bomb back on the Bloodseeker now. So Tundra getting a buyback, getting a chip onto this Medusa, dead for 70 seconds. Big gold and a big fight one for Tundra.
Oh man, he used 3 lassos in that fight. I don't think the last one has been counted in. It's insane, because with Octarine Core, it brings it down to 37 seconds. Pull down, he's still yet to find the tier 3 neutral item, so might find CDR item. They want to take enemy Tormentor. They do have enough sustain. Like having Slark, they do have more than enough damage with their heroes.
Oh, Saxa, take it yourself. They're not gonna take it. Interesting.
They were thinking about it, but maybe thought if Liquid has vision there, Clark can check it, but maybe couldn't check like everything, every single part of the Tormentor. So easy charge, fighting close to the enemy base. It was nicely placed Chrono after all, but something that Tundra doesn't really have is damage inside Chrono. If there's no Bedlam running, Queen of Pain is very tanky. Having that status resistance.
I'll take
They
that.
have almost 3000 HP with Power Treads on strength.
Illusion.
Kind of a bumper moment there. For Disruptor. Always sweating whenever we watching position 4 and 5 being close. The Tormentor, especially the later ones, like 3rd, 4th Tormentor, you can't even be there, you're gonna die. Also, there's a bug. I played a game of Shadow Shaman yesterday or the day before. I moved away from Tormentor and my wards just disappeared. Because I was about to die.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You need to not die to the Tormentor. Always a wise plan of action.
Tundra has been using this Slark vision to their advantage during the nighttime, and now they'll have even more night vision with Moonshard.
Right.
That is very close to be picked up. My 9, also level 18. Duration 3.2 seconds.
Pop that bulldoze, but now the Shadow Realm strike's starting to add up. And 9 will get the kill onto Boxy. So right clicks are going to start to be dangerous here from 9. And he's going to get that extra Shadow Realm duration potentially at level 20. Although Bramble Maze -7 feels pretty good.
Now you want it, with this type of a build.
The extra 2 seconds, but I don't know. It's enticing. 7 seconds.
It's for the
13-second
support.
cooldown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're playing
that's
core,
where my mind goes. I'm a support. I'm like, oh.
extra 2 seconds of ramping up that damage.
-7 + 2. The math doesn't add up.
Okay, -5. You actually get -5 seconds on Shadow Realm, which makes you worse. It's a lot of damage now coming out from 9 once that level 20 so badly. Enchanted Quiver providing extra attack range on the proc as well, extra attack range. It's all about that true strike as well against Medusa. Zai has Butterfly, has Elven Tunic as well, sitting at almost 50% evasion. Oh, that's pretty nuts.
So Roche, back up. Now Tormentor for Tundra. Getting it with a blast off. Faceless Void will receive that shard. Bought. Got the shard delivered at the same time. I don't know. I saw him with just a shard in his backpack for a second. Weird.
Didn't notice, but good shard. He can be the one to light vision. He gets another initiation.
Yeah, blast off. There's
big
the
one.
kill. The boxing. And they want more.
Dire's turret has
I'm
been
logged on the courier. Now they found Zai. He'll pop the blade mail.
Skiter does have cornered here. He doesn't want to initiate with the Grocer, knowing that they don't have enough damage. Might like catch someone. Most likely going to be using this time walk. Scouting's up. Potentially giving Slark a jump. Saxa,
dire.
he's
are
not too
scared.
afraid to jump into a fight. Does have Shard, plus Shadow Dance, haven't covered. Relatively difficult to burst immediately.
Tundra, the ones are into Roche, and there's a smoke from Liquid. They've got Moxie back in 2 seconds, but look at that, immediately out of the pit, breaking the smoke. Kinetic field is up. Got the Lincoln's pop. Time dilation used. Disarm though onto Zai. Not really doing that much damage. They've got the last one. They got the control on Insania. Charge all the way in, and that finds Skiter. Skitter's gonna be hit with that Nether Strike. They'll get that from the Faceless Void. He's gonna have to buy back on this one. The look over is down to the Shadow Realm is 9. 9 putting out enough damage. Back into the bedroom. Now looking as the BKB's been popped by Boxy. They've got the static storm. It's going to be on a 9. They'll get the control. They'll get the control of the Dark World. He's got buyback as well. Chrono's still available. They have to find an opportunity here to get an opening, but they're just not getting it. They're getting juked throughout the trees. The right clicks, the bashes all onto the Disruptor. Is this really enough, considering the fact that you've used so many buybacks for the side of Tundra?
And they need to go for this Roche. Nisha? Where's he going?
Radiant's
Anywhere
bottom
but here.
tower is under attack.
Heavy buyback commitment from Tundra.
Yeah.
So let's see who decides to pick up Aegis. Team Liquid, they understand that
Radiant's
most
bottom
damage is
tower
coming out
is
from
under
9,
attack.
so they go for him almost instantly. You find another big item. Timeless Relic, extra debuff duration and extra spell damage. I think 9 should be picking up cheese in this one, and you give Aegis to Skiter.
Your shrine has fallen to the Radiant.
Aegis. He's picked up by Saxa.
Saxa's holding on to cheese. I just give it to. If he wants to scale,
Chrono committed a Boxy on top. And look at the Shadow Realm damage starting to come out. Skiter will get the credit for the kill. High ground for Tundra. I feel like it might be very difficult for Liquid. If Shadow Realm is positioned correctly.
looking at him. What 33 has in his inventory, Hurricane Pike. Not the item you would expect to have on Batrider, but he can push people away. He can also kill his teammates, which is always good. But if Medusa, for example, uses Stone Gaze, you can push her away. Great against Spirit Breaker as well, stopping the charge from going through. Maybe connect on to Nisha. Saxa, he does have Bottle, Illusion Rune, and BKB.
That Falcon Blade on the ground for a second.
Slarksa, he was very close. Potentially getting the kill on the courier, finds a tier 4 token for himself. Let's see what he's gonna get. That's, I think he's sent it back as Cloak of Flames.
Rider also taking Havoc Hammer, so not getting the benefit of a Spell Prism or anything like that to lower the cooldown.
Yeah.
Even more.
Another box ability against Spirit Breaker.
Radiant's middle tower
There we go.
is under attack.
Front of Atos, lane break, lasso committed, Boxy with the BKB, but the right click damage, time walk in, the bash is there, Skiter gets a kill.
Dire's
Now they're
bottom
right by the
tower
tier 2
is under
tower.
attack. Dire structures are fortified.
33 hit, level 25. Flame Break applies 2 stick and bomb charges, having 2 Flame Break charges as well. Now, comes short
Dire's
for him.
bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top
Have more
tower
sticky
is under
bombs.
attack.
Batrider in the late game is insanely good hero.
So you have, like you said, the 2 flame breaks. Now you're getting 2 sticky napalms, 2 + 2, 4.
Then you
Putting
can
him on
a
the
couple of
side.
those, and then
Yeah.
with the shard, every second attack. So you're gonna go to 10 almost immediately in a fight.
Where root of? Havoc Hammer picked up the Saxo. He's got the sack, so he's got 2 pounces. Big shot these heroes and grouping up like they want to smoke, but a couple of illusions will spot Saxa. There's the MKB also being finished here for Skitter. You gotta be careful though, like even with this Aegis, they do have a lack of buyback, but Nine's holding the cheese, but his buyback comes to cooldown for 4 minutes. Void almost level 25.
Interesting one. Snaking picks up Marvel's Blade.
We're gonna charge. We're gonna go for the Batliner, but now the Sword and the Stone Gaze used. Starting to back away on these heroes. Shadow Strike, the Time Walk in. Skitter out of the high ground, blade down. Might just lose his Aegis in the static strip of the Time Walk over it. And got the rupture. It's on a sock. They will keep me back. They've already lost the Aegis. The right clicks in onto Snaking from Zai on this Medusa. What can Skitter do? He's got Zai controlled thanks to the Chrono. Look at all right quick damage onto this Medusa. They will obliterate him. 33 getting credit for that kill. Nisha and Mickey, though, not running too far away. They don't have Soxa, they don't have Snake King, they have Cheese available on 9.
Yeah, now it feels like they don't need the Chrono multiple heroes. Skitter was still holding on to Aegis, goes in, lands transfer on Medusa from 100 to 0 with his Mindbreaker, MKB, Mjolnir procs. They do have more than enough damage. Hits level 25, which is going to make him super tanky, having that backtrack ability. And Medusa doesn't have Silver Edge, which is kind of a natural pickup. I would say maybe he thought it's not going to be the case, but this talent is being broken. You potentially can be broken, so...
Zion in terms of levels, only level 23. Almost 25-ish for Nisha.
And that Scream of Pain AoE fear talent. I missed that talent. It was so good. It was so broken. But yeah, you go for the Blink cooldown talent. Aghanim Scepter. We didn't talk too much about Nisha's itemization. As Sight has this Aghanim Scepter, pretty, I would say, standard stuff. Has a little bit more control. Has another way to proc the Lincolns with that Sight, but then again, losing ability to proc the Lincolns with AoE Shadow Strike. So something you gain, something you lose.
Entry gaining a lot of damage there, though. Blink Dagger now for the Medusas. You saw the build-up going for the Swift Blink die. He was putting out a lot of damage, but once he was controlled, he was able to bring him down very fast.
And I like what I see. Skitter going for Refresher, 300, 350. You do have enough. Well, I mean, you need Power Treads on Intelligence to cast it.
300, 350.
You have to use like Time Walk or something. Yeah, BKB is 5th mana. You have Region, of course, but they're gonna give him cheese just for that. You're
And that
missing...
puts 9 in an awkward position, right? Because, well, his buyback's back in a minute.
You're missing some of the stats, I would say, from Scotty, usually.
Okay. So got his hex, but, well, that means he's not going to have any money for buyback.
Faceless Void in the late game is just a menace, especially when we come to this point of the game where he does have Refresher, maybe picks up Refresher Shard from Roshan. So, not afraid to use Chrono on a single target, be able to get a kill. Skitter jumping in, jumping out. Lotsy, he's alone here now. Okay, to get out of the trouble. Thinks that he's fine, especially if we have A on disc available.
Not as popular of an item anymore. Used to be everybody picked it up. And you see this very situationally. Seen you blinking. 33 though. Flame break into the lasso. He's on the high ground and well, he'll get the kill. So he'll take out the disruptor. This lasso being on such a short cooldown.
Yeah, he doesn't care at all about using this lasso. Boots of travel too. He can be anywhere on the map. Sitting on 4,000 gold. Let's see what the next item is going to be. He can eat the axe for now, keeping the buyback.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's next tier for 9. He wants either Hex or
That's fine, first of all, and he got it. So, yeah, 100 attack speed for that level 25 talent. Top of Moonshard. That's in the right place. Let's see those.
RG very efficient when they go to the last. It's going to be on his side. They're going to throw the Terrorizer right on top of him. But they got that
Never mind.
He's
Still
out
good.
of the chrono, but still okay. All right, 9 gets the kill there on his eye. That was very interesting.
Dire's
Space time, no match for.
They don't know that Medusa doesn't have buyback. They could probably think your buyback costs around 2k at this point, but for on Medusa, Oxy, A on disc, already proc. That's all you need. A couple of those hits from Dark Willow will do it.
9 in the Shadow Realm. Just throwing out some damage. At least trying to.
I bet there's going to be a lot of frogs in the chat looking. Dark Willow sees the tower. Very satisfying. The sound as well.
Charge down bottom.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Moxie. I need more electricity in my.
Sort of like a pinball sound from 80s.
Nope. Back. Lasso Hex.
It's a huge amount of gold.
And he's dead. That is. Oh my God. That is so much gold.
1,200 for Nisha and 1,200 for the rest of the team.
Damn. That is so much gold. $23.99. Good price. So, getting that, he's not going to buy back. So that'll slow down the siege for at least another 70 seconds. And while that exists, Roche is top.
Looking at the gold on side Tundra, like, advantage is 13,000, but they're not investing into items. Techies 2k, 4k on Faceless Void, then 6 on Dark Willow, 12, Batrider 6. So in terms of gold that they spent on items coming into a fight, there's like almost 20,000 unspent gold on Tundra right now.
I just shot a snaking, but he's hard to watch, or hard to put hands on. This guy over game. Now they've got the sentry down. Dancing, trying to survive. Now they go after Mickey. They've got the right click down for the Shadow Realm. Mickey's in some trouble. The right click's coming out from Niner. Being so to get a kill. And now Snake King's still alive. They'll get the charge. They've got themselves a static zone. Can they get the kill here? No, they're going to go to Chrono, and they'll finally take out 9. Chrono onto this Medusa. Skiter. Uh-oh. He's going to get back to full health, but immediately taken down low again. Time walk, and well, Nisha's going forward with Foxy. They take out Snake King. Who are fighting without 33, without the help of the lasso, as they're still looking to go for more. They've got the charge, it lands. The boots of travel level 2. Do you really want to go for this? Yes, you do. There's the lasso, the control, Nisha, and now they've got the BKB. It's going to be a Chrono once again onto the Medusa. They're going to go to Nisha with the right hook coming out from the Shadow Realm. 9 looking like Maximilian Pegasus with these Shadow Realm strikes. A triple kill for the Dark Willow.
They bought back on 9, bought back on Snaking to secure it. Faceless Void gets his refresher off cooldown. 33 comes into a fight with this. We're looking at the damage. 10,000 damage from Queen of Pain. Those Shadow Strikes they do really hurt. Massive amount of gold as well coming Tundra's side. Roshan then is available. This is refresher. So double lasso or they might.
Yeah,
Yeah, this initiation, I thought, like, glyph it. Use your glyph Faceless Void so that he doesn't die. So 33 can come into the fight. That's my thought process right there. And as soon as he catches Medusa with this Shadow Realm, plus Chrono, they do have more than enough to just bring Zai down almost immediately.
Zai dies in that fight, and everything kind of falls apart around it. But they do have buybacks available on Liquid, so I mean that could be a big difference maker, right? KB popped by Boxy, snaking, acing Spirit Breaker. Not sure he's got the movement speed, but he does have the help here from 33. He's got the boots to travel level 2. Lincolns, and that might be enough to really stop 33.
Snaking is so tanky with his taser, disarming people, having Halberd, Yule Scepter, having this Martyrs blade, redirecting some of the damage dealt to him, then using Yule Scepter, not actually receiving damage at all. That's pretty smart from Snake.
Yep. Yeah, this next Revenant. Okay. I like Revenant's approach.
There's no butterfly, there's no like miss chance in terms of armor. 22 on Faceless Void. Usually you want to pick up this item when you're playing against Terrorblade, Morphling type of heroes.
Huh. 33 gonna go straight Ag's Blessing once he gets the gold in 100. Find out now and get the gold afterwards. This is the full Blessing.
He's super farmed. He can still upgrade his Blink Dagger into Overwhelming Blink.
Yeah. And then he's back into these fights immediately with the travel level 2.
They gave him Refresher.
5 minutes for the opportunity. The Refresher Orb on Faceless Void, but that's down for another 10 seconds. So they'll have that opportunity in a moment. Blink as well as the last of that comes in. Uh-oh. They had him connected for a second. Does he really need to go for 30s? It's only on cooldown for another 30 seconds.
Yeah,
so
definitely not an ability to just pop straight away. They're pushing out, they're figuring out the top lane that it needs to be pushed out.
Bots in, bots out. Why not? Smoke use, scan connect. Saksa is only here with 9, but they do have 33 with the boots travel level 2, so he's back into the fray. You can see the Shadow Realm strikes coming through.
I always get anxious whenever I see Moonshard. This item should be lockable. Good on Manta.
And then the Rupture Flames charge coming in, now lurking as they're trying to get some help here from the Faceless Void. TPing in, they go after Nisha. Nisha's gonna blink out. Silence onto the Faceless Void. Shadow Realm strikes from the high ground. Quiet. There's the charge. They've got the stun. There's the lasso. Uh-oh, and now it's committed. Strikes in again, doing some damage here. As they've got the glimpse, BKB will stop that glimpse, so he can go after Insania and drop the Chrono down on the Disruptor. He's there for 75 seconds without time. That's Shadow Realm damage coming out on the Mickey. More than they got the Hex and Epimina coming in from Insania. They should be able to get the kill on the Dark World, but he does have that Aegis. So he'll certainly go back up and be alive again. Well, they go to the refresh die. Chrono's going to be on the 2 of the door. He doesn't have any mana anymore. The Havoc Hammer drop by Saksa. They get the Chrono Zai. They'll take it on Medusa. He's going to buy back a blink over, get some silence on that Hammer charge hitting from Foxy. There's the kill off the Dark Glow. Dead for 2 minutes, but Foxy's going to fall. He's got buyback. Like I said, the buyback's advantage was there for Liquid, and they're going to come back into the fight. And number 9. He's dead for 2 minutes. They look over and find the Faceless Void. They'll get the kill there and take out Skitter.
Oh god, the Mindbreaker. Also, Planner Pocket is doing so much work in some of these fights. Whenever I saw this shard, like at the first, it didn't really as impactful, but in some of these games where they do rely, like in terms of single target abilities that they can throw, there aren't any pretty much other than Curse Crown, and Dark Willow wants to keep the distance, so you use Lasso. He has Planner Pocket available. There is buyback. No. Not available on Dark Willow for another 2.5 minutes.
Oh, double lasso. Pop Lincolns. Now they got the Hex. Box of the BKB. They've got Saksa moving forward with that Death Shroud down. Flame Break. Landing on the 3. They pop the Lincolns once again. They've got the Static Storm. He's going to be 33 in a lot of trouble. The right click's coming in from Zai with BKB being popped here. He's just going to stand his ground and look to get the kill. He's got buyback though.
Medusa's out of mana.
Need to start backing up a little bit.
And they don't feel
take the tier 3.
too comfortable fighting into it. Medusa's still sitting on like 1500 HP, which she can easily be bursted. Even with 2 supports maybe. A couple of mines, Nicky's about to crack level 25. Snaking will start to put in some mines inside the base. This was 25k gold lead for Tundra. Still, Team Liquid manages to push them back all the way to the base.
Snaking. There's the 25. We'll take the minus 0.8 seconds proximity mines activation delay. Fortunately for all you fans at home of Techies, not the 252 damage.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Unfortunately.
Blast off, but looking forward, going to the Hex. They've got the charge as well as the blood right down. Techies might just be dead anyway, and he's dead for 2 minutes.
Is under attack.
Buyback's on cooldown for another minute and 15. So he'll be dead at least for 75 seconds.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Skiter.
He was thinking about it.
The high ground, they got the tier 3, they got half the racks.
Megadam Scepter now completed on Boxy. Less cooldown on charge. One more to being able to go through that. Magic. What's it called again? I keep forgetting. BKB doesn't give you magic immunity anymore. Debuff immunity. Here we go.
Community, sorry.
You left me hanging there for
Yeah, well,
on
I hear
purpose.
the sounds of you turning into a slot machine. I didn't know how to react. Debuff immunity!
There we go. We got it correctly. It's gonna take me years.
It's never. We're gonna be in Dota 5 before you realize that it's debuff immunity.
Pretty much. 50 seconds until potential road spawn.
Damage on this Faceless Void. They've got the buyback available now on the Texas window. The status on the blink over can be there, but they'll look over at 9. Ooh, Blackstone coming through and seeing he brought back of the high ground defense. They'll go to the Sonic Wave. That's going to land on a 9. 9 silence over the right foot from Zyre coming out of this. They go to the refresh. They've got this up the Chrono as well as the refresh on the Skiter. And the BKB, he goes after Zy. Zy with no mana. Another Chrono right on top of him. You're not going anywhere, dude. You're stuck in time. You're not moving at all. Here's the upturn on the Skiter. They look over his Boxy as well as he can't do anything. They're going to kill the 2 of them. They've got buyback available on the Bloodseeker, but everybody else is gone for 2 minutes. As it's a triple kill for the Faceless Void. They're still looking for Nisha. There's the blink silencing up Sansa. Thanks to the shard, they go again. With their hands on the Queen of Pain. They'll take out Nisha. He's got buyback.
Someone needs to go to this bottom lane. Double catapult wave is going to be Techies. They use everything. They're trying to go on Dark Willow, but he gets the Shadow Realm, the second Shadow Realm in the fight. Uses all of his time. Queen of Pain out of mana. Now buybacks need to come in. There are no buybacks available left in Liquid.
And they hold, or have Tundra finally done. Street lasso. That will connect, and Mickey is, well, trying to TP, burning.
Dyer's middle tower has fallen.
Now it's just up to the Queen of Pain.
Dyer's middle tower.
Nine, though, looking right. They go for the throne, and it is set up nicely to be theirs. And he will. So Tundra taking